Hello, today we are going to talk about KDE Neon Unstable, which features the KDE Plasma version 6, so the next version of the KDE Plasma desktop. This is the blog post from May 22nd. It says that the KDE Neon Unstable edition is built from the Git master branches, and KDE frameworks have in their master branch the version for Qt 6, so KDE Frameworks 6, and the same for Plasma. The master branches are for Qt 6 development. So this video is going to be for people that are developers and want to write to the KDE Git repositories. This is not for people that want to test KDE Plasma version 6 or people that want to test KDE Neon, and certainly not for people that want to use KDE Plasma already, because KDE Plasma 6 was not released, so KDE Plasma 6 does not exist. Okay, so with all of these caveats out of the way, let's see how we're doing. So we go to kde.org. At the end of the page, there's a link to Planet KDE, which is planet.kde.org. There are two, this is a blog aggregator, aggregates blog posts from many people in the KDE community. There's two articles that point to the KDE Neon Unstable. One is from Nate Graham on the road to Plasma 6 from June 18th, where it says that people that can do Git merge requests are welcome to test the latest version of Plasma 6, or the Git master branch. And at the end of the blog post, there's a link to test Plasma 6. And also on other blog posts from Nate, I have seen this call for helping out with KDE Plasma 6. Okay, so we go to the test Plasma 6 article, which is this blog post from May 22nd. These are the instructions. I'm not sure if the instructions are still relevant and needed. So let's download KDE Neon Unstable. KDE Neon. This is the web page. There's a Wikipedia page which says that KDE Neon is a distribution from the KDE community. First released June 2016. We're not going to use the version which is called User Edition. It's based on the latest LTS long-term support version of Ubuntu, which is 22.04 from 1 year ago. And the latest version of Qt and KDE Git repositories built on top of this stable base of Ubuntu 22.04. Okay. And the versions, the developer editions are contain source built from Git master branch, whereas the user edition contains code from source code release tarballs. Okay. Download now. Not user edition, because this does not use the Git master branch, but unstable or developer edition, which is the same thing, which contains software built from the master branch. We're not going to go developer edition. Unstable is okay. Let's download. are you? Save. Okay, so it downloads with 11 megabytes per second, so that's more than 100 megabit per second. What am I saying? 3.3 megabytes per second. Okay, we'll have to wait a bit. Let's go back to the article while it downloads. Okay, so there was the change where the Git master branches for KDE frameworks and KDE Plasma switched from being Qt 5 to being Qt 6, and then branches which are probably named KF5 were created in all of these Git repositories. So there's now two long-lived Git branches, master which is for Qt 6 and KF5 which is for Qt 5. Okay, how they look like. This is the GitLab group named frameworks. Let's choose a sample KDE framework from here, for instance kconfig. So the long-lived master branches are master, the long-lived Git branches are master and KF5. The other ones, the ones starting with the work, are for merge requests. Okay, and the same for KDE Plasma. There's a GitLab group on https://invent.kde.org/plasma. Okay, and in here there are many repositories, one of which is the Plasma desktop. Let's look at the branches. So there's the master branch. And I do not know what's the branch for KDE Frameworks 5, Qt 5. Maybe Plasma/5.27. I don't know. Okay. So we'll be back because the download is not as fast. So we'll install the operating system KDE Neon, unstable. This is an ISO. We're going to install it in a virtual machine. It uses the Calamares installer. After that, we'll look to see if KDE Plasma and KDE Frameworks is using Qt 6. If not, we're going to run these three command lines. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, so the ISO image has finished downloading. Let's create a virtual machine. I'm going to use QEMU KVM Virtual Machine Manager. Forward, browse, refresh this one. So it's a Neon unstable. Choose volume. Could not detect the operating system. Let's give something here. Ubuntu 2204, great. Forward. Out of 32 gigabytes, let's give it what? 10 gigabytes. Let's give it, I don't know, 15 vCPUs. Let's make this one 250. Let's make this 200. Next. Let's name this thing KD Neon. Let's just make it KD Neon. KD Neon, customize, default network, finish. Let's look at the virtual machine. Correct name, KVM, the newest motherboard, BIOS not UFI, CPUs 15, this is always wrong. Memory, boot, virt.io, SATA, network interface card, virt.io, and that's it. Begin installation. Okay, so this is the ISO booting. This is a live CD. I need to resize the virtual machine manager software. This is the new welcome center. I'm going to close it. Okay, something's up in here. Let's ignore the live CD session and just install the operating system to hard disk. It was single click, not double click. This is Calamares. It says in here Calamares for KDE Neon unstable. Okay. Next. 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 I want to use the entire disk, so erase disk. It's going to create a 10 gigabyte swap, so partition, same size as my RAM. So MBR, okay, looks okay. And BIOS not UEFI. Next. Okay, this is the same name as the virtual machine, KDE Neon. Okay. This is a bug where the KDE Welcome Center starts again if I close it before I open the KDE Neon installer wizard. Okay, so this is the page install from the KDE Neon installer wizard, where it's unpacking an image. Okay, so it's done 50%. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so the KDE Neon installer has finished. Remove the installation medium, then press enter. How do I do that? Okay, so let's shut it down. This is the live CD. Enter. Okay, so it's shut down. Hopefully the installer has finished successfully and has installed to the 200 gigabytes Virteo disk the operating system. I have started the virtual machine. I'm not sure if it works. It does, but it's very, very silent. Okay. Let's put the password. Okay, let's close the webcam center. And let's see what processes run and if they are on Qt 6 or 5. So System Center, the last thing in here, so the penultimate about the system, says Qt version 6.5.1. So this is KDE Framework 6. This is Qt 6.5.1. This is probably KDE Plasma 6. Okay. Let's see the start menu. Okay. So the start menu is not okay in the sense that it has this text, settings menu, instead of settings. All applications. So Discover is part of Plasma, so should be the version 6. So Qt 6, yes. Okay. What else? How do we put the icons in the panel in the correct place? So this pickaxe desktop should be the last one, like this. The digital clock should be here, and the system tree should be here. Probably the separator should be here. Okay. Since we're here, let's move it to the left hand side of the screen, the panel. Okay. This should be it. Okay. Firefox starts. I'll need the console. Add it to how do I add console to favorites? to favorites like this. Okay. Remove from favorites these two things. Okay, let's see if console is the Q6 version. So it's Qt 5. Let's change the resolution if possible. Something smaller than 1080p. This one. Full screen. So 1050 was too tall. This guy. Keep. Too tall. Okay, this one. Okay, so we have Mozilla Firefox. Let's look at the processes. So ls off grep Firefox. Okay, so Firefox is installed from a dev package, not from Snap. Console was probably not ported to Qt 6 yet. Let's configure Firefox. Okay. So KDE invent console. So the branches in the console KDE Git repository have a master branch, and I do not see any other branches, such that there's two long-lived branches, one for Qt 6, one for Qt 5. Okay, and then in files, cmakelist.txt, Qt min version 5. So console was not ported to Qt 6 yet, or to Qt 6 KF6. Okay, and the same for the rest of the Git repositories from the utilities GitLab group, I guess. Okay, so what was ported to Qt 6 and is available in the KDE Neon unstable distribution? So we have Plasma, so there's theming, the Discover App Store, Crash Handler, theming, K-Info Center that we saw previously, which is this one. Okay. KMenu edit, which is this one. Okay, let's fix fonts. Okay, the applications KDE system settings, KDE Info Center might have this issue. Where is it? Just a second, let me find the article. Okay, so at the bottom of the Nate Graham's weekly blog posts about this week in KDE, I have found a list of known issues that need fixing for Plasma 6 at the wiki. So KDE wiki community.kde.org/plasma/plasma6. And in there it says known issues. System settings crashes nearly constantly when switching pages, which should have been fixed in Qt 6.6, and we have seen that the version of Qt 6 is Qt 6.5.1 in the virtual machine. So here, let's read a bit into the bug. QRHI, so this is the abstraction layer between Qt and the operating system, such as Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. RHI, and between Qt, Qt Quick, the 3D renderers in Qt, and the 3D API, so OpenGL, Vulkan, Metal in macOS, and DirectX in Windows. KDE system settings built against Qt6 crashes deep inside. So Qt Quick is the C++ items in QML and the QML rendering engine, and RHI, which is this adaptation between the QML engine and the 3D API that's native to the operating system that the Qt runs on top of when switching between modules. I don't see exactly where it was fixed in versions Qt 6.6. It says closed. Where? It says just report. It does not say fixed. And I do not see any Git commits. Okay, maybe these 3 Git commits. About font engine glyph cache. Okay, so the patches look okay. David Edmundson from KDE says that the patches look okay. It would make sense to be picked this bug fix from the Qt master branch also to the 6.5 master branch to be available then in Qt 6.5. This is one of the most important bugs right now in KDE Neon Unstable Plasma Desktop version 6. So this is the bug. On the KDE wiki, https://community.kde.org/plasma_6. Okay, we do not use Wayland, we use X11. Okay, so let's try to use the virtual machine the way we would use any other Linux virtual machine that has Plasma, KDE Plasma version 5 installed. So this is the lock screen. What I cannot easily do is change pages in Info Center and in system settings. Okay, but what I can do is straight search for them in the start menu. So I write the resolution here and it takes me to the correct KDE system settings module. So I do not want the resolution, I want fonts. Okay. I want to have all of these smaller. Size 9. And I want the best hinting possible. RGB. Okay. And now let's do this corner. So that's edge. This guy. No edge actions. And this should be 15%. Okay. Now, if I move the mouse in the top left corner, nothing will happen, which is great. What else do I do? I install software. What Crusader? Meld git GUI git k. Okay, so I can install packages using apt from the command line correctly. More software. Okay, so back to the list of software that's been that's a KDE project and has its Git master branch switched to Qt 6 from Qt 5. So KWin, the window manager in X11 and the compositor in Wayland. Let's see if KWin was ported. So there's a master branch and a Plasma /5.27 branch. These are the two long-lived branches. The Plasma /5.27 is for Qt 5 and master is for Qt 6. Let's actually look at those. So cmakelist.txt. Master branch requires Qt 6.4. And the Git branch Plasma /5.27. cmakelist.txt requires Qt min version 5.15.2. Okay. So KWin should be Qt 6. Let's look at an application that's Qt 6. ls off lists for all of the processes that are currently running, what files has each process open. So we have the process ID of the process. We have the part of the executable or the command line of the process, and then the name of a file. Like this, we will be able to see each process, what is the name of the SO files that are open by that process. So let's grab by KWin. So it says KDED. This is not what we're searching for. Okay, this is what we're searching for, KWin_X11. So says libqt6 PDF. So this is part of the Qt framework version 6. KDE framework version 6. This is part of KDE frameworks version 6. Plasma Quick. A Qt5 QML module. KCM utils core for system settings modules from KDE Frameworks version 6. This is probably used both by KCMs, so system settings modules that use QML, like this one, KCM utils quick, and KCM KDE system settings modules that use Qt widgets, and etc. So the rest of the SO files of Qt Framework version 6. So Qt6 QML worker script.so. libquick window plugin.so. libworker script plugin.so, etc. It uses OpenGL, font config, LLVM probably for hardware acceleration. Because my 3D hardware acceleration is provided by LLVM pipe. This is a virtual machine. So it's not hardware 3D acceleration, but software 3D acceleration. Okay, pipewire probably for sharing screens and screenshots. Fonts, X11 libraries, .3D acceleration. Okay, so KWin was ported to Qt6 and is available out of the box on KDE Neon Unstable. You just install it to the hard disk. You don't need to run any update, any command, anything. Okay. What else? The theme, so Oxygen. What's the theme? The global theme is Breeze. And the icons are Breeze. So Oxygen is something else. Okay, Plasma applets. This one for Network Manager. PBI, Plasma Browser Integration. Control S to save the page. And it opens using the KDE file save as dialog. I'm not sure if through portals or not. There is portal activity and portal processes. XDG desktop portal, XDG document portal, Fuse, XDG desktop portal KDE, and 3 IO workers. of type Q6KF6. Okay. Next. The Plasma desktop. Plasma system monitor is this app, not this one, but this one. So there are three applications that are really similar. One is called System Monitor, which is the equivalent of Windows Task Manager taskmgr.exe. The other one is Info Center, which is kind of like Windows is msinfo32.exe. And the other one is System Settings, which is similar to the Windows Control Panel and the Windows Systems, the Windows Settings app. Okay. Power Devil for power management, System Settings, and the Wizard Welcome Center. This one. So this Welcome Center is this wizard. Let's look at the wizard. Clicking on URLs opens Firefox successfully, which is great. Clicking on System Settings opens System Settings, or if it's already running, it brings the window to front because it probably uses single instance. KRunner. Let's try 200 UR in USD. So Alt F2. 200 UR in USD. It was not supposed to do this. It was supposed to actually compute the number. 25 miles in km. It does what it needs to do, which is I do not need to press enter inside of the combo box with the results. For the list view with the results, it shows the computation. So 25 miles transformed into kilometers, that's 40 kilometers. Okay, let's see if KRunner is Qt6. How do we do that? Keep open like this, okay? And resize this window. And then ls off, grab KRunner. I'm not sure what the name of the process is. There's a ton of Plasma Shell KRunner activity. Oh, here's the process KRunner. Page up. Let's get at the start of the list. So this is where the list with for the process KRunner with process ID 7 to 14 starts. name of executable /usr/bin keyrunner. So there's just one keyrunner on the system, and that one is Qt6, not Qt5. This is for calculator. There's a calculator inside the keyrunner. This is also. And Qt6 kf6 keyrunner calculator.so. Qt6 plugins kf6 keyrunner. Okay. So Qt6 sql.so. So this keyrunner was certainly ported to Qt6. That's what I see here, but I do not know where it lives in the KDE Git repositories. It's a framework. Framework is probably the library, but then the executable itself. I do not see exactly where the executable is from, but the bulk of the source code totally is from the keyrunner KDE framework version 6. And it's normal to do that because the source code is reused for the search in the start menu and for the search in keyrunner. And the blog post actually talks about the fact that keyrunners and the search in start menu are becoming increasingly similar and identical with each day that passes. Home, Ctrl F, keyrunner. Unifying the keyrunner sorting mechanisms for Plasma 6 and further plans. So Kicker, which is one of the start menus. So there's 3 start menus: application dashboard, application launcher, and application menu. And the keyrunner, which is Alt F2, this search bar at the top of the screen. They started using the same engine, but with a different list of plugins. Now the list of plugins is identical between the start menu and keyrunner. And Alexander Lonau is working on even more unification between the start menu and keyrunner. So these are features related to sorting the results. Okay, what's next? So utilities were not ported. What is also ported is part of KDE PIM. which is the mail reading applications, and so email applications, calendaring applications, appointment meetings, feed reader. Okay, so the entry points are calendar, which is a email application plus a calendaring application written in Qt QML. And then Kmail, the mail client for written in Qt frameworks, Qt widgets. Contact, which is a envelope for Kmail and other applications. Key organizer is the calendar written in Qt widgets. Okay, so let's look at, for instance, calendar with a K. So this is the QML application which provides calendaring, so calendar client and email client. It started as a calendar client, and now it's also adding the email bits. So support for displaying a list of emails, selecting an email, reading that email, composing email, replying, etc. Okay, so let's look at the branches. There's a KF6 branch, which is long-lived, and this is for Qt 6. And then there's master, which is long-lived and for Qt 5. Let's actually look at those. So master is Qt 5. It says in here Qt min version 5.15.2. And KF6 is for Qt 6. cmakelist.txt, it says Qt min version 6.4.0. Okay, let's see if we can install calendar. So it says that's going to install huge number of KDE frameworks version 5 dev packages, which means that it's probably building from the master branch, not from the KF6 branch. So it's not building from this special KF6 branch, which is for Qt 6 and KDE Framework 6. It's building from master, which is still Qt 5. Okay. In the frameworks, there's not many executables with so graphical user interface applications. Okay. In here we can also see in the GitLab group frameworks, we can see Git repositories which are for Qt 5 only and are not being ported to Qt 6. Such as KDE for support, KDE WebKit, so KDE Frameworks is at version 6, the KDE framework's Git master branch is at version Q6KF6. So that's why the master branch of KDE WebKit just has a readme file where it says there's nothing in the master branch because the master branch is Qt6 and KDE WebKit will not get ported to Qt6. So what you're actually looking for is the KF5 branch, which is the other long-lived branch, which gets little activity. Okay. Another one which is not going to be ported, that's the plan. I'm not sure what's really going to happen, is KHTML, the same readme for the master branch. So KHTML was the KDE's HTML GUI control or widget, which was used for the web browser Conqueror. KJS, the JavaScript engine that went hand in hand with KHTML. The same thing. And then there's Cross, which is the scripting language, scripting engine. Again, it's not going to get ported to Qt6. Has been deprecated for a while. Okay, what can we see here? So I'm not going to install Calendar. I'm not going to install a bunch of KDE Frameworks version 5. Okay, let's see if I can use XRDP, Xorg XRDP on this machine. So apt install. Okay, let's restart. And let's prepare the command line. So the client for the RDP protocol that I'm going to use is x3rdp. Let's look at the help file. Let's open a kit. So x, whatever. Let's copy a command line, this guy. Control V, x3rdp, u is the username, so administrator. I'm not going to give the password here. Width and height, make this 1080p. The IP address is from the virtual machine, this thing. Default TCP port. And then extra features on top. What do we want? We want sound. we want video. Okay, RFX. What else? I'm not sure what these things do, but they sound good. Okay, and 3 more. The bit depth, this thing, make it maximum possible, which is 32 bits per pixel. The speed, this thing. So network LAN, that's the best possible speed. And 2 more. The resize one. Is it? Dynamic resolution. Okay, and the last one, home drives. This guy. Okay, let's see if we can actually connect to the virtual machine. Okay, so it has started, it has connected. So this is the client application, which is FreeRDP. This is the virtual machine where the RDP server XRDP XORG XRDP is running. I'm not going to use the virtualization machine software to connect to the virtual machine. Instead, I'm going to use RDP because I have many advantages to using FreeRDP, so I can resize the resolution of the virtual machine as I want by just resizing the RDP client. It tells the virtual machine to resize the desktop. Then I have copy paste of text between the virtual machine and the host OS. So new, let's do a copy, paste, and it works. I can I'm not sure how to do it, but I can connect from the inside the FreeRDP window to the host machine. So inside of the FreeRDP window, I'm in the guest OS in the virtual machine. From there, I can connect to the host machine. Okay, I'm not sure exactly how to do these things. Probably via command line. I need to add the to fstab this Samba share, which is the home directory of my user, my Linux user on the host operating system. Okay, so I can even tell the virtual machine to use just half of my screen. If I can tell the virtual machine, hey, use the left half of the screen, then there's no reason for me to use a web browser inside of the virtual machine, because I can use the web browser on the host machine. I can easily just copy paste text from here to there. Okay, but still, because everything is fast and speedy, I can even navigate to YouTube, and the speed there will be great. It says there's no audio, which is strange. Okay. So I can use my orthodox file manager. The web browser works fine. The terminal works fine because it's still Qt 5. Crusader is still Qt 5. So I can do most of the things that I usually do in a Linux operating system. And there I have it. So KWin seems to be stable. It's using Qt 6, but seems to be stable, which is the most important thing. Also, the panel seems to work okay. Start menu is good enough for me. And then the major applications that I use, the web browser Firefox is great because it does not depend on Qt 6 at all. Crusader uses Qt 5. Kate is still Qt 5. Let's see if Kate was ported. It's part of utilities. Utilities in general have not been, do not have a second long-lived branch for one for Qt 6, one for Qt 5. It's not obvious to me if there's a branch for Qt 6. Master is probably Qt 5. So master is still Qt 5, so Qt min version 5.15.2. Okay, so I totally can daily drive this operating system. And then I need to be careful with the parts, the KDE Git repositories that were that have a Git master branch for Qt 6. So kwin, the panel, the start menu, system settings, system information, the monitor, ring tool, system monitor, the app store, what are these? Kwin works. I can make Windows use half of the screen. Of course. They're sorted alphabetically. That's going to go well. Okay, how do we search for Elisa? It doesn't remember the fact that I gave the password 2 times already, which is strange. There's 306 updates already, even though the ISO was really fresh, which is great. So there's options for KDE Neon deb packages and FlatHub. Okay, so totally daily drivable by me, this operating system. The biggest issue, again, is the fact that changing through the pages in the QML applications which resemble KDE system settings leads to crashes in Qt RHI. The second biggest issue is the fact that in here it says settings menu, and I'm not sure if this theme is correct because it seems to be a bit gray. And I could crash the start menu while trying to pin an application, so to add it to favorites. But now I cannot reproduce that thing. Okay. The help center, was that ported to? PSAUX grep help. So it's called K help center. ls of grep K help center and then the paginator less. What is this? This is probably the process ID 455 and then another 5. Oh, it only shows khelp sent, so we cannot grep by khelp center. So let's grep for that. Yes. Okay. So I can see Qt6 in here, but it's not an SO file, a shared library. Whereas Breeze, the theme, is Qt6, so it's totally a Qt6 KF6 application, the help center. Qt6 quick templates 2.so. Many KDE frameworks version 6, Wayland client notification, KIO widgets, KIO file widgets, job widgets. Okay. This is a Qt widgets application, not a QML application. Okay, and we can see that it's Qt6 in the About Help Center. So Qt 6.5.1. So great work, people that to the people that work on KDE Neon. Thank you.